All right. I am here with Alan Whisman. Hello, Alan.
Hello, Jen Mertlin.
It's too cold, Alan.
I know, right?
Yes, but speaking of cold, there are different things you have to consider when you are getting your house ready to sell during the winter. You want to talk about those things?
Yeah, sure. So, much like our change in system from Zoom, from the what's the other one that we use? The
Restream.
other Restream to Zoom. Um, I look better on Zoom, I think, than on Restream. So
You're so
I
pretty.
I think Restream is shows all my imperfections. So
It's
I
too
like
digital.
Zoom. But here's my thing. Here's my transition into checklist.
Okay.
Same thing holds true with selling your home in the winter and making sure that it's ready to sell, because we want to make sure that all those imperfections and all those things that might make your home not look as appealing, that we pay attention to those. So that's my transition,
Oh,
by the
I
way.
love it. That was a good transition. Well, but I think you're right. It's like, I mean, not about you, but about your house. It's like all these, if buyers are there, they're excited to be there, right? They wanted to go, they're excited to be there. They may only be looking at like a couple of homes. And so your home already checks the boxes, the bedrooms, bathrooms, the location, it checked the price, it checks those boxes. And so now they're just taking those one or two or three that they're looking at and figuring out should we buy this or not. So any tiny little thing that a buyer sees, they're like, "Oh, this home's not for us." They like automatically
Yeah,
discount
because
it.
well, it's impression. It's like anything else. We want to like you look at the categories we have here
Mhm.
about like making it inviting, showing that
Mhm.
it's cared for, make sure the curb appeal is there. All of those things, once they see things that are not taken care of, they
Right.
automatically assume there's things that they can't see that
Mm.
also are not taken care of. So I know that, I mean, we've talked about this before, like the front door having chips and scratches and all of that.
And
It's
cobwebs.
in cobwebs, right? It's important that you change or make sure you update those things and make sure that they are a great first impression, because
Right.
they do, in their minds, it is a mindset thing, and you're setting the stage for really what they're going to see inside, and you get a good feeling.
Right.
When you
What
so
are your so I want to talk about what do you think about decorating for the holidays?
Yeah, that's a big one. I don't know. I mean, I think that well, I think in general, my stance on decorating for Christmas is that it's, in moderation. I,
Not
you
mine.
know,
I think you should explode Christmas. I'm just kidding. Yes.
Well, I mean, I think, very tasteful decorations are good. Some, and do it in moderation so that it looks homey, but not overwhelming. Like, don't put
Mhm.
those huge blow up animals and snowmen and, oh my gosh, there's just, I mean, it's overwhelming when you see it. But I think tastefully light decorations does make it feel homey,
Mhm.
and you can kind of see yourself there. But you have to make it generic enough that somebody would be like overwhelmed and say, they just want to leave. It's just too overwhelming,
Right.
as
Right.
opposed to
Where they can't like
tastefully.
see the house.
Right, they can't see the house. All they see are these decorations. So I
Well, and
think,
theoretically, you're moving anyway, so you could pack some of that stuff up. But then
right,
if your home is still on the market in a few weeks, be prepared to take updated pictures without the decorations.
you're exactly right. Because the worst is, homes that still have snow and, in the spring, those kinds of things. But you're
Right.
right, we have to update those things. But that's our job. We have to make sure we get those things done.
Yeah.
So
Well, what do you so if people want this checklist, they want to get ready, what is the best way to get a hold of you to get this checklist?
Yeah, and if you want the checklist and the other things that we provide, and every week we send a newsletter out with some type of information like this. You can certainly text me at 513-646-1488. I'll get you on the mailing list. And again, it comes out every week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and Alan, is that the best way to get a hold of you too, if they want to talk about the value of their home and possibly selling it or getting that timeline? Okay.
Yep, that's the call. It was great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.